What is up, Travels with Buddy Nation on the Travels with Buddy station? Bud's over there, he's chilling. You can see him on the couch. We'll take a walk later. And I know this is usually a workout channel, but today, I've been talking about, and telling you I've been getting a lot of leaves lately, and I got this here Black & Decker. I'm going to do an unboxing, and maybe I'll do a little bit of a demonstration of this Black & Decker 3-in-1 VACPACK. So it's a blower, it's a vacuum, it's a vacuum, and it's a leaf blower as well. It's probably kind of dark in here. All right. And so what this does, and it comes with a backpack as well. So I'm going to take it out of the box. We'll do an unboxing of this. And so it looks like it's pretty good. I got this for under $100. They got it on Amazon. You get them for between $85 and $95. This is the 3-in-1 VACPACK, 12 amp blower and vacuum and mulcher. So this thing, it will blow the leaves and vacuums the leaves, and it also comes with a bagger that you attach to the vacuum, and you can carry it like a backpack. So when you're vacuuming the leaves, you can just suck them up, and it actually mulches the leaves up. And it claims that you can, when you use the mulcher, it can bag like 16 bags into one. But it didn't say how many gallons. It looks like maybe a 25 or a 30-gallon backpack bag that it comes with. But I will check this out, and I'm going to open this up, and it looks like a pretty decent tool, because all I've been using for the past few years was just a rake, and then I rake the leaves in a bag, and it takes forever. So it's not really hard work, it takes forever. And just raking, and I got to use a small rake too, because you got to fit it in the bag. So you rake it and you put it in the bag, and it just takes my whole weekend. So with this thing here, hopefully it will do a good job. It says up to 250 mile per hour and 400 CFM for powerful performance. So we're gonna take this out of the box, and we're gonna check it out, and then I'll demonstrate it in the yard. All right, about a half an hour later, I got my Black & Decker leaf vacuum machine set up. It looks pretty heavy duty. It's got the backpack, as you can see, right, Bud? Bud's chilling on the couch. He was helping me put this thing together, but I'm gonna put it on. It's probably about 7 or 8 pounds. And as you can see, you pick it up and you put the backpack on around your back, and then it sucks up the leaves, and the thing is it's got a pretty good size vacuum on here. This is the vacuum part right here, and I'll demonstrate it today. I got a ton of leaves I got to rake up, but it was a project just getting this thing together. Let me see if I can put this thing on. Let's see. So this is the piece right here, and this is the backpack. So vac these leaves up. I'm gonna vacuum some leaves up. Right, Bud? Ugh. So this is it right here. This is the bag. I don't know if you can see the bag behind me. And then you just I don't know, well, this camera's picking up. Bud looks really enthused. But this is it right here. So I'm gonna be vacuuming up some leaves. I got my VACPACK on. And we're gonna do some. Yeah, there's Buddy. He's moving around. And then later, hopefully, with this thing, with my leaf vacuum, I can get the leaves done sooner when we go for a walk. And this is the Black & Decker vacuum, and it also comes with the leaf blower. I already have a leaf blower, And this is a plug-in one, so yeah, I got about a 50 length cord, so I can use it with the electrical outlet. But to use the leaf blower, you gotta unhook this, and you gotta use a separate mechanism on there. So it's not like you can just go from vacuuming to blowing. You have to like take this thing off, and you gotta do all that funky stuff. That's probably why this was under $100. But I already have a leaf blower, and I just needed a leaf vacuumer, something that I can vacuum up the leaves with, suck up all the leaves, and it just goes and sucks them right into the bag. Then you can take the backpack off and dump them where you need to. And this also mulches them up too. Really, it has a mulcher on it, so it mulches the leaves up really good. And I got a ton of leaves that are dry, so hopefully this will be a lot faster than raking. So we'll demonstrate it today. We'll see how it works. So just follow along with me. We'll check it out. We'll check out this Black & Decker leaf vacuum. I'm pretty excited about it. Right, bud? Buddy is too, because the less time I spend raking leaves, the more time we can go for walks. Right, bud? Alright, bud, you can take a nap while I rake up the leaves, alright? Oh! Be careful not to get sticks in there, because you get sticks in there, it'll get jammed. It's a pretty good mulcher in here. Sticks in here. And these leaves are wet too because it rained last night. Big stick. It's not bad for picking up leaves. As you can see, it goes right into the backpack. vacuuming this up, and then I'm going to show you what the bag looks like when it's full. It's like really mulch. It makes the leaves really heavy. So you need to stuff a lot in the bag too, so it's going to save you in the bag. Not a bad tool, but it is time consuming. It takes a little bit of time. It might save your back from picking up leaves and putting them in this bag. And also when the leaves are wet, this thing gets full quicker, and suction power it's not as great, because when the bag is full, that's how you can tell you don't get much suction power once the bag is full. But this is actually pretty heavy. Paper bag's only half full, but the leaves are it's almost like dirt. It's really mulches them up pretty good. And continue to hit that area right there. And all this I'll probably fit in this one bag because it mulches them up so well. Normally this would be probably 5 bags, but because it mulches it down, it condenses it so much, I'll probably get it all in one bag. So it saves on that. Not bad. We'll do a little bit more. That's kind of what it looks like when it's in the bag. This is a heavy bag too. Yeah, you can feel the weight on that. It's only half full. When you're using something like this though, when the leaves are wet, it doesn't pick up as well. The bag gets full quicker because it makes it much heavier too. And so if you have one of these and you find that the suction stops suctioning, it's probably because the bag is full. Once the bag is full, you don't feel the suction anymore, and because it can't get any airflow obviously once the bag is full. And the bag, for some reason, when the leaves are wet, the bag it's not able to fill it as much because the leaves are wet obviously, so you don't get this much suctioning power. But still works pretty good. I mean, I got quite a bit done, and this is just one bag. It's a half bag full, so I'm just going to finish this over here, and that'll be it. tell when the bag, or when the bag's getting full, is because the suctioning power, it doesn't suction as well. And these leaves are pretty wet, so this bag is pretty full. It's pretty heavy. And this is all one bag. I believe I got all this in one bag. This would typically be at least probably 7 or 8 bags. Then if you get one of these, one thing you got to watch out for is when the leaves are wet, this tube can get clogged with the leaves, because the leaves are really wet, and that'll affect the suctioning power as well. When the leaves are dry, this thing works awesome, but when they're wet, obviously, it makes it a little more difficult. Because once this gets clogged, you're not going to have the same kind of suctioning power, and that's what happens when the leaves are wet. But it's still pretty good. It still works pretty good. Like when it's in the bag, and those are mulched up leaves, and it's pretty heavy, plus because they're wet too, so that makes them even more heavy. So this bag will probably weigh 20 pounds, probably more, but that is the Black & Decker mulcher. Yeah, I noticed when the leaves are wet, this thing runs at about 50% capacity. When the leaves are dry, yesterday I was doing this when the leaves were dry, and it worked a lot better. Really mulched them up. But that's kind of to be expected, when you use something like this. Main thing is you want to make sure these vacuum tubes don't get clogged, especially when their leaves are wet. They get clogged pretty easily, and the bag, when the leaves are wet, the bag's only fills up to maybe about 50% capacity before it stops suctioning, because the bag is full. Obviously, it makes them heavier because they're wet. But it still works pretty good. Still beats raking. other thing you got to worry about is you got to make sure you be careful about sticks and twigs and stuff. You don't want to get them cut in the chute. Tear up the vacuum line. This vacuum line is just a plastic tube, and and the sticks and twigs and stuff like that will clog it. So that's the other thing you gotta watch out for. But for dry leaves, this thing is freaking awesome. For wet leaves, it's about 50% capacity. It's not a bad tool for under $100. Can't complain. That's the Black & Decker vacuum, and it also comes with a blower too. I haven't used the blower. I didn't buy it for the leaf blower. I bought it for the vacuum. So this thing actually blows leaves as well. But to make it blow leaf, you have to put there's a separate thing that you have to take this off. Then you got to put the leaf blower on. So you have to disassemble it and then reassemble it to use the leaf blower. But I got it for the vacuuming, and that's that. Remember, if you like these videos, make sure you subscribe to Travel with Buddy. See more of them.